Come on. No!
Well, at the moment I'm on a year off, so it's good because I've been able to do lots of training and go outside on the grit and stuff in between the rain. And I'm going away for 3 months soon, so that'll be good. Do lots of routes.
Katie is a great all-round sort of rock climber. She's won the British bouldering championships at a very young age. Amazingly impressive, and she seems to be able to, you know, mix that up fluidly with climbing outside. E5 traditional routes on site, head pointing E6.
First met Katie and Peter. Peter would be about 9, Katie would be about 11. Basically climbing down the edge with their parents. I clearly saw that they had level of potential. What they both possessed though was fun. They weren't serious in terms of their projection and where they wanted to go with climbing. They were just climbing, they wanted to have some fun, etc.
When we were younger, climbing at the Foundry, my mum doing like 6B or something, and I was well impressed. And she was like, well, you're going to be better than me one day. And I was like, no, no, I'll never be better than Mum.
Just done my GCSEs, so I'm doing AS levels now, and I'm trying to concentrate on trying to get good A levels. So doing that during the week and trying to get all the work finished, and then I can climb at the weekend.
So Pete's strengths climbing is definitely like his technique. He always figures out some weird way of doing like a move or something if you can't do it, and if you can't do it, then he'll keep trying. He's really psyched. Come on, come on, come on!
I got climbed with Ben Cossey. Well, he came over last year sometime, lodged with Dave Binney. We went out like quite a lot, and then because he was doing stuff, I just progressed.
It's the environment in which you climb. So Peter had someone else to climb with. Somebody that didn't just climb E2 and E3, but now just soloed things, yeah? Soloed E3s, E4s, E5s, etc. And I think blindly, perhaps, Peter simply followed him.
Yes! Yeah! Cool! Brilliant!
Good effort.
I think Katie was thinking about Nosferatu. She'd already had pointed an E6, and I think she was thinking I could possibly flash an E6.
I'm pretty nervous because you don't know what's coming up.
I'm the target, but I play on regardless. The trap's been set, trying to snare this artist. I ain't going out like no two-bit chop. Too smart for that shit, but I'm too dumb to rap. I came to the table with a ball of rap. I was rolling in a stagger, I play a mean drum. Slump down in the 1-3 chair. The sharkers were boarding, denied but staring. There were 3 of us there, making up the other checks. See how they fare, but no one really cares. And this is where the game kick in. Dealing cut the back, all the players are in. I switch back, hit the round. The shots on jig. My eyes are on him, waiting for the sting. It's the sting. My eyes are on him, waiting for the sting. It's the sting. My eyes are on him, waiting for the sting. Now let me tell you about this man, the shot. With a heavy set frame and a cold ass high. If it's a game in town, it'll be a buy. He don't like to lose, so he fixes the cards. Always the same pack, bicycle blue wax. Got a thing about women with the 4 jacks. I found my research on the facts, so I'm side opposite and I'm good catch. Playing the part of this ram son cat. Looks with the
Yeah!
to the
Oh my god, I made a right meal of that.
Nice one.
Fantastic! I didn't think I was going to get that top bit then. I'm so pathetic at jumping. Oh, yes.
I think without their parents and the level and the contribution and the passion that they've brought to their children, I don't think Katie and Peter would be at they may not even be climbing, I think. And they support each other without any impression that I've ever seen of pushiness. It's more an encouragement.
I worry to an extent about some of the things that they're doing, but I don't feel as though I push them into it. Peter will pick up the guidebook and he'll be pushing me to get out
Pete.
to have a lift to the crag. It won't be the other way around.
I think they get a sense of a bond as a family by enabling each other to achieve something that perhaps wasn't achievable unless they were as a whole.
Climbing as a family, I would say that's mostly what we do.
Well, we are going up here.
Oh, this is where Pete was determined not to use the wire.
Katie, will you give us a smile, please?
The orange moon waves the call of doom, so sleep, touching the border.
Katie wanted to do Kaluza Klein because it would be her first E7.
Kaluza Klein. I did it myself a few years ago. Found it quite bold, technical, very thin. You get some gear far too low down to be of any good, and then you start up this sort of slabby scoop, thin pebbles, you know, typical gritstone nightmare really. And then at the highest point of that, right when it gets the thinnest and you are quite terrified above your gear, you have to make this stretch out rightwards to your rep, really off balance. It's a great route though, a classic gritstone frightener.
It's just not my type of climbing. It's just really, I'm really uneasy, like you're not really standing on much, you're not holding much either, and then you just kind of have to, and then your feet kind of come off as well as you come around the corner.
But you can't do it.
I obviously nervous as in like your heartbeat and everything speeds up, get a bit like shaky, but it's more like mentally. It's just whether your mind takes over or not when you climb and you start panicking about the consequences.
Go on. Go on. Nice. Go on. Nice. Go on. Go on. Good one.
Oh,
Nice one.
Nice one, well done.
Good stuff.
I so nearly missed that hold around the corner. So close. I actually thought I was going to fall off.
If anything went wrong, I'm not sure really what people would say, but it's not something that I've actually thought about all that much. But I can see also that people, if something did happen, might see it as something that you shouldn't be allowing your kids to do.
I think they've both got pretty good heads when they're trad climbing. It's always been very controlled, and I think they know they can do it.
I remember seeing it on hard grit and thinking, oh my god, that gear looks bad. never wanting to lead that. Yeah, I did Braille Trail last year when I was 16, and then I came back to have a look at direct finish to it.
Come on. Go on. Go on, Peter.
No
Go
more.
on.
I got you.
the impressive thing about these two routes, Braille Trail and Grandad's Slab, is the fact that, you know, indoor bouldering strength isn't going to help you on a bald gritstone slab when you're feeling your way across this, you know, little bumps and lumps and pebbles. So a natural climbing ability's got to shine through, hasn't it? And that's what is impressive at this young age. You know, it's not like big blob power pulling. It's technical and dangerous climbing. And to be able to do that at this stage in his career, if he can keep that going, it's going to be extremely impressive. The obvious line to go on the buttress is the direct start to Braille Trail, which has been looked at by quite a few climbers, including John Aaron and various of the top UK climbers.
One day last year, I went to have a look at doing a direct start to Braille Trail, and it's fierce. It was way too hard for me. It's got 3 cruxes on it. The first one is a finger edge slab to a big rounded boss on the arete. Now that one I can see isn't so bad, and the gear's not too far away from you. But then the real crux is the mantle shelf. I couldn't get close to the mantle shelf. It's just, you'd need to be a beast, a real beast.
Looks absolutely disgusting. Rock over with his leg around his head, basically. Oh, and his fingers, when he comes up to this hold, they like just creep on. Go on, Pete. Go on.
Flipping. Above the mantle shelf, you find yourself on Braille Trail, facing the crux, and the gear is now ridiculously far behind you. With a sprinting B layer, you may or may not just about be able to stop hitting the ground from the crux itself. But you've still got another 3 moves to the top, and there's no way you would stop hitting the ground on the top. It's a very, very dangerous climb. If anybody could do it, they would have to be climbing at least E9, and quite possibly E10.
Well, I reckon I'll be pretty much safe until the rock over move. I think, just imagine I'm on top rope and I'll do it.
I was thinking where I was going to jump from, so I was taking in more rope as he came down.
It's 5 to 6. How did it go down?
I'm going now, like pretty much.
Okay, it's up to you, Pete. I'm not listening at all.
Pink on left.
Pink on right.
Pink on right, even here. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. God. Oh. Come on. Come on, concentrate. rope, top rope, top rope. Come on. Top rope, on top rope. Easy days. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, top rope, 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 top rope. Come on. Steady, steady, steady. You, yes, 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 yes.
Come on! Come on!
Oh.
Fantastic!
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely brilliant!
Oh, yes, yes. Yes.
Come!
Nice one.
Yes.
You were there. I was.
Oh, yes.
What's the scaredest over there?
Ooh, flipping heck.
I've never heard him talk like that before on a route.
Top rope, top rope, top rope.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sensible. Top rope, top rope.
Really, really, really proud of him.
I don't think he could do much worse than that now.
Yeah. But not bad for a noggin.